So before we get to the horoscopes in the overview, I just want to show you something that's happening in the sky right now that you guys might be interested. So we just came out of the Lionsgate portal, and what they call the Lionsgate portal, and that's not necessarily an astrological phenomena per se, because things like the stars, like the belt of Orion and the star Sirius, aren't really part of the 7 planets of astrology that we follow on the sunny side here. Now, we follow more than 7 planets here. Obviously, we follow some fixed stuff. We follow different stuff here. But for the hardcore, the main chunk of the stuff, it's not really part of our astrology here. And for those who don't know, SunnySide astrology combines Vedic techniques with Western approaches to astrology. So, and you should, if you watch the channel, you'll realize that fairly quickly. All right, what else is going on here? But so the Lionsgate's not really necessary astrologically. I don't know that it's the best day of the year for manifesting, seeing as that, like, the days are going to get shorter, right? The Lionsgate indicates that days are getting shorter. The sun is returning to Leo. It indicates a number of things, but it's important because it tells us what day of the year it is. The Lionsgate phenomena occurs on August 8th, or it begins around August 8th. And so when it happens in the sky, you'll say, oh, look at that. We must be in August. It's August 8th, which is really important because it's kind of how our astrology is based, right? Western astrology is based on the seasons. So you should kind of know a little bit about that if you're studying astrology. So it's doesn't really pertain to astrology, but it's kind of important to know at the same time. It's like not having a calendar, right? You could do astrology without a calendar, but it kind of helps if you do. All right, next. Like a lot. Okay, next. All right, so here we go. Let's pull it up and I'll show you what's going on. So this is east. E represents east. And this is nighttime, right? S is south. And this is Venus is about to rise on the horizon in the east. And I'll just put up a chart to just show you just a little bit of a chart. Now, this isn't the chart of the same day or anything, but this is important. This is the east in the chart right here, and that's your rising right here. The planets are rising above the horizon. Just want to show you that. And this is the west here. This is planets descending on the western horizon. So if the sun is right here, and a planet like Venus, for example, rises before the sun, or the star Sirius right there, it's called the morning star, and you'll see more lights in the sky. When the sun sets before Venus, then that Venus is now the evening star. Guys, got that? It's kind of interesting. So, and there are things that it pertains to, things that are, astrological things with having the Venus in front or behind the sun. It's a different phenomena. But as far as the Lionsgate's concerned, it's not Venus that's in play here. It's actually Sirius. But I just wanted to show you on the chart where you would see it. Now, these arrows are set up for the overview in a minute here. But once again, you're going to see the Lionsgate is the sun right there, then the belt of Orion right there, and the belt of Orion is pointing to Sirius, the dog star right there. So this is what we're looking for in the sky. Everybody cool? That's what we're looking for to see the Lionsgate. And as you can see, I had to draw a lot of stuff in the chart, so it's not really part of astrology there. All right, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so bringing it down, you'll see right here. Guys, remember to share the videos, remember to hang out, remember to have fun, subscribe to the channel. So as we move towards sunrise, you'll see that Venus is going to rise first. This year, 2022, Venus rose in the east, I apologize, east first. And like Venus is the morning star. Yep, just like the devil. Okay, so there you go. All right, then you'll see, well, this is for the 15th. This is for right now. Right, if we went back a little bit, say we went back around to the 8th when it really happened, you'll see that on the 8th, Sirius right here rises at the same time as the sun. And now Sirius, the two See, this here is a little tricky because Venus rises first, and Venus is very bright, and Venus is typically called the morning star. But with Sirius crossing in front, it becomes one of, or a morning star as well. And that's what it tells us. And there you go. And if we switch the date, so that's how it works right there. And that's the belt of Orion pointing to Sirius here, and Sirius rising in tandem with the sun. You'll see as the days move on, you see it's 12, 13, 14, 15. This is today. Sirius is rising sooner and sooner, right? Sooner, it's rising earlier and earlier over the sun, right? More days you'll see that it spreads. And this is sunrise, right? Sirius is rising well before the sun now. And this becomes a type of morning star. These two planets here, Venus the planet and Sirius the star, allude to what's called the morning star. And that is what we're talking about when we say the Lion's Gate in astrology. Everybody cool? It's not really that complicated. It's not really that complicated. It's really neat. Once again, check out the link in the description box below if you want to learn more of this stuff in my astrological class, in my astrology class. But truthfully, I'm not going to be doing the stellarium stuff in the astrology class. I'm going to be talking more about other stuff, astrology, other kind of sunny side stuff. All right, so that's the deal with that kind of stuff. Let's get down to the horoscope.